is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us tonight. A senior administration official tells CBS News the president may not concede the election if Joe Biden ever declares victory.
The race for the White House hinges on just a handful of states where the ballot counting continues. In Georgia, Biden has closed the gap to less than 2,000 votes. Natalie Brand has the update from Washington.
In his first address since election night, the president took no questions, but again made false claims about mail-in ballots, and he alleged voter fraud without giving evidence.
If you count the legal votes, I easily win. If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us.
The president referenced battleground states where his lead has narrowed, including Georgia and Pennsylvania.
It's very close in Pennsylvania, right? There's no question. And so that means it's going to take longer to actually see who the winner is. We have very strong processes in place that make sure that voting integrity and security are constantly followed by every county in the state.
Election officials from coast to coast are defending the integrity of the vote counting process, even as the Trump campaign presses forward with legal challenges.
We are not aware of any improper ballots that are being processed.
As the vote counting continues, the focus remains on several key states that remain razor thin. Democratic challenger Joe Biden called a news conference earlier to call for every vote to be counted, but expressed continued confidence in the eventual outcome.
We have no doubt that when the count is finished, Senator Harris and I will be declared the winners.
A Biden campaign official called the president's comments Thursday night desperate and baseless. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
A Georgia court dismissed a Trump campaign lawsuit over absentee ballots, and in Michigan, a judge denied the campaign's request to halt ballot counting. As voter counters work around the clock, so too are protesters. Outside of a ballot processing center in Phoenix, Arizona, without citing evidence, Trump supporters say they believe what the president has told them, that there were major problems with voting and the ballot counting. Supporters of former Vice President Joe Biden are demonstrating too, including outside of the Philadelphia vote counting center and outside of the White House. Election officials across the country have repeatedly said vote counting is continuing as expected, and there have been no reports of fraud.
We're getting another update from the Wisconsin Elections Commission. Today, the state's chief elections official says election law is complex, so the transparency of an election is key.
Elections must be transparent. Every step of our elections is transparent, from election day to the tally of absentees to certification. I believe that the planning, preparation, and addressing voter questions should be too.
She says yesterday the FBI and Director of National Intelligence announced that foreign actors are trying to confuse voters in the U.S. and trying to sow doubt about the election process through emails to voters. But she says there's no evidence that Wisconsin's or any state systems have been accessed or compromised in any way. Wisconsin set a new record this election with the total number of votes cast. Unofficial numbers show more than 4.5 million voted in the general election here in Wisconsin. That's the most ever, and roughly 72.6% of registered voters.
Wisconsin may end up being a deciding factor in this year's presidential election. High voter turnout here in Dane County helped to give Joe Biden the edge. Madeline O'Neill tells us how we got here and what comes next in the election.
Dane County is growing fast, a rate of about 6,000 people per year.
That growth has maintained itself, while other parts of the state have seen declining population, especially up north.
That means more voters in the predominantly blue county.
The trend is that the whole county is getting bluer and bluer
compared to traditional red strongholds.
Waukesha, which used to have similar growth to us, has leveled off.
Dane County Clerk Scott McDonald says the population increase is having a significant impact in this election.
You see it in voter registration numbers being much higher, turnout numbers higher. You can see 42,000 more for Biden than Clinton is a huge number.
Especially considering preliminary results show Joe Biden leading Donald Trump by about 20,000 votes in the state.
Obviously, some of the totals can be traced back to Hillary Clinton's unpopularity, the fact that there was a stronger Green candidate on the ballot. But really, you're going to see each cycle, the Dane County numbers are going to grow. It does sort of shift the balance of power in the state.
When every vote matters, the next step for Dane County officials is certifying the results from all of the county's polling places.
We have one Democrat, one Republican going through all of the tapes, making sure, going through the inspector statements, making sure the numbers match up, the number of ballots, the number of voters.
In Madison.
It takes a while, but it's important.
Madeline O'Neill, News 3 Now.
Dane County expects to finish that standard canvassing process by around the middle of next week. All county canvasses must be complete before anyone can request a recount.
A new state Senate Majority Leader has been selected by Wisconsin Republicans. Senator Devin LeMahieu of Sheboygan County will be the new Majority Leader, replacing State Senator Scott Fitzgerald, who won his race for Wisconsin's 5th Congressional District. LeMahieu represents Oostburg. Senator Chris Kappenga of Delafield beat Senator Alberta Darling for Senate President. Let's go to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canal. See how much longer this nice, warm fall weather will continue, Gary.
At least several more days. The skies have been sunny, and that makes a big difference this time of year. And, of course, there's no snow on the ground like we had last year at this time. As we take a look at the time-lapse from the Edgewater Skycam, some morning clouds gave way to that bright sunshine that was with us pretty much for the rest of the day, through the afternoon and into the evening hours, and skies are clear tonight. High temperatures today hit the 70s over most of southern Wisconsin. Madison 72 broke the record high of 71 set back in 2008. La Crosse set a record at 73. Milwaukee just shy at 71. Temperatures right now are in the middle 40s for the most part. Few places the lower 50s. The winds are light, so these temperatures will fluctuate up and down by a couple of degrees overnight. By tomorrow morning, we'll start out in the middle 40s, but look for a sunny and unseasonably mild day tomorrow with a high of 69. Record high for tomorrow is 71 degrees, so that could be close. And later on, we'll take a look at the prospects for setting more records as we head through the weekend and into early next week.
Developments today in the officer-involved death of George Floyd. The judge ruled the trial against the 4 police officers charged in Floyd's death will proceed in Hennepin County, Minnesota. The defense wanted a change of venue. The judge also approved the state's request for all 4 officers to be tried together. Former officer Derek Chauvin is charged with second-degree unintentional murder and second-degree manslaughter in Floyd's death. The others are each charged with aiding and abetting second-degree murder or manslaughter. The trial has been set for March 8th.
Emergency crews are asking people to avoid a quick trip at the intersection of highways 51 and 11 in Janesville for still the next several hours. A van parked there was carrying compressed natural gas, suddenly released, causing the damage you see there. We were told by corporate quick trip spokesperson the van was carrying compressed natural gas and that the van still has a tank or 2 inside. That fuel has to be discharged, which the fire department is handling. All employees are said to be fine. A witness says they saw a man thrown under the van, but that he was up and talking and alert as he was taken to a hospital. 7-day average for new cases of COVID-19 in the state has reached nearly 5,000 today. 5,800 new cases confirmed across Wisconsin, as well as at least 30 more deaths.
Dane County has more people in the hospital for COVID-19 right now than ever before. The county executive says 144 people are getting treatment in area hospitals. That is 2 more than the old record set Monday. Public Health says patients run from young to old. The rise in hospitalizations is having an impact on how area healthcare providers are able to treat patients. Healthcare workers at UW are calling this a second wave of hospitalizations, but more serious. Today, our Adam Duxter was given a rare look inside the COVID unit.
What was supposed to be a unit designed for patients recovering from brain surgery is now an emergency coronavirus unit at UW Hospital.
Looking at this unit paints a picture of just how unusual this is.
Dr. Jeff Potoff, who serves as the hospital's chief quality officer, says these halls are a sign of the times.
Our numbers in Wisconsin are really pretty out of control. We don't have anything that tells us that things are about to get better, that we're just about out of this. If anything, it looks like our curve will continue to move on a fast upward trajectory.
This space offers 12 beds, in addition to the 12 in UW's Trauma and Life Support Center a few halls over. And even then, space is getting scarce. Potoff says if cases don't start dropping, pre-op rooms, even operating rooms could soon turn into COVID care rooms.
The farther we go down that list, the less ideal it would be anticipated the outcomes will be worse for patients. To think that in a country like the United States, we may have to start providing a less than stellar standard of care, or we'll have to start rationing medical care in this country seems absolutely unfathomable.
Potoff says the biggest challenge is doing all this while still keeping enough space open for non-COVID patients. And he knows that unless unless people change their habits outside of this hospital, the more people who will end up in it, with a slim chance of ever making it out.
We need to start caring about other people just a little bit more than what we have been. Our neighbors that we know, our neighbors that we don't know, we need to start thinking about what they need to stay safe and putting their needs just a little bit in front of our needs.
Now, this is the first time we've been given this kind of access to actually go inside a COVID unit at a hospital like UW, and it truly is unlike anything you have seen before, unless, of course, you are a healthcare worker who's been dealing with this since the start of the pandemic. And over the course of the next few nights, we're going to continue to bring you stories, hear from the COVID unit at UW Hospital, and hear from those healthcare workers exactly what they've been dealing with since the beginning of March. In Madison, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
Public health officials say they're seeing more coronavirus cases in office settings throughout Dane County and urge people to remember now is not the time to ease up when it comes to social distancing.
We're also seeing more clusters of illness in a variety of different workplaces. And so we're asking you to think back to what you did at the beginning of the pandemic and remap how things are going in your workspace, to think about whether you have your physical distancing.
UW-Madison plans to expand COVID-19 testing for students and staff in the spring semester to allow for more frequent testing. The university is partnering with Shield T3, which is a subsidiary of the University of Illinois system. Shield T3 was formed in an effort to expand the reach of a rapid saliva-based test that was created at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign.
Still to come tonight, watch 80 years of broadcasting history come down in just a matter of seconds. Stay with us.
Work smarter. Use the cloud to securely print, scan, and collaborate. GI Office Technologies, helping businesses like yours.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we live where you live, so we honor those who serve and defend our country. To show our gratitude, we're offering great deals store-wide during our Veterans Day sale, like our new-look Blaine's Farm and Fleet automotive battery line, all on sale. Introducing new Blaine's Farm and Fleet naturals and grain-free dog food, $5 off. And this weekend, as a thank you, veterans and active military members save an extra 10% at checkout.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
This weekend, shop Steinhoffel's 3-day sale and get 35% off store-wide on the largest selection of in-stock furniture. Plus, take another $100 off every $9.99 you spend and get great deals like this Beauty Rest mattress, now $2.99. This dining set, only $7.99, or this sofa, just $4.99. Rest easy on this queen bed, now $6.39. Get cozy with this fireplace, $9.99. Hurry in. These savings are so big they can only last for 3 days. Only at Steinhoffel's.
When I grow up, I want to be an expert in something. I want to know what it would be like to make a difference. I want to be a part of something bigger, to help people, to change lives. When I grow up, I want to show the world that anything is possible. But now I know that making a difference doesn't take much.
It just takes me. Join our team. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
We've been helping families make joy for over 100 years. In America, we're not about to take this year off. So at the Ford Built for the Holiday sales event, get 0% APR financing for 60 months, 90 days payment deferment, and $2,000 trade assist cash on select Ford SUVs and Fusion. That's on top of what your eligible trade is worth. So get the family together, take the scenic route, and make some joy this season. Ford, Built for the Holidays.
Away from your TV? Not a problem. Get breaking news, weather alerts, and political coverage from the award-winning News 3 Now team. Plus, all things Madison. Stay connected anywhere with Channel 3000, Madison's #1 digital news source. Before you make plans, download the Channel 3000 First Warn weather app.
Hi, folks. Friday morning, we're getting an inside look at the canvassing efforts to verify the outcome of the election here in Wisconsin.
Plus, a preview of a big holiday tradition kicking off the weekend in Madison.
We'll see you from 4:30 to 7 on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Some scary moments for a pilot in Missouri today after his plane crashed into a tree. You can see the small plane stuck upright in the trees in Lincoln County. The 78-year-old pilot was able to make his way onto a tree branch and waited for rescuers. It took 2 hours for crews to get him down safely. He was not hurt in that crash. No word on what caused this incident. And check out this video. Nearly 80 years of history right here, brought down in just a matter of seconds in Maryland this week. These towers were built in 1941 and beamed radio waves across Washington, D.C. for decades. Each standing 400 feet, they were taken down with a series of controlled explosions. The green space where they stood is being cleared for a new subdivision of homes.
Key West, Florida, no longer allowing large cruise ships to dock. This week, residents voted for new restrictions on cruise ships that bans vessels with more than 1,300 passengers from docking there. There are also limitations on the number of passengers who can disembark from ships each day. That number now 1,500 a day, and those slots will go to cruise lines with strong health and environmental records. A 140-acre solar farm could be coming to the town of Cottage Grove if approved by the Dane County Board. Each year, it would produce enough renewable energy to power 3,000 Dane County homes. The plan is to install more than 55,000 solar panels near Yahara Hills Golf Course. The solar project's in partnership with Alliant Energy. A resolution for the project was to go before the Dane County Board at tonight's meeting, and it's expected to be approved in the coming weeks. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration will consider whether to approve a new Alzheimer's drug. One of the agency's committees will meet tomorrow to discuss an experimental treatment for early onset Alzheimer's. Aducanumab would be the first new Alzheimer's drug in almost 2 decades. If approved, it would become the first immunotherapy treatment to reduce the clinical decline of Alzheimer's disease.
So a group of cows in a small village in Iowa County decided to get out for a field trip, and happened yesterday, and guess what? Those cows ended up at a school. Photos shared to the Pecatonica School District's Facebook page show the cows peeking in through the windows and doors of their elementary school in the village of Hollandale. The post doesn't say where the cows came from, but we're guessing a nearby farm. It's that time of year. Starbucks has unveiled its new cups for the holiday season. Starting tomorrow, customers will have their drinks served in one of these 4 festive cups. Starbucks first rolled out the seasonal cups in 1997. This year's theme is Carry the Merry.
Sure doesn't feel like that time of the year just yet, Garrett. We're seeing 70 degrees.
I think the cows had it right. That field trip was well timed for them. Temperatures are going to remain well above normal into the weekend and into the early part of next week. Live view from the Edgewater Skycam in downtown Madison showing clear skies. High today 72 degrees. That broke the record high of 71 degrees set back in 2008. Low temperature of 44, just below the average high temperature of 50. And over the next few days, we're going to be flirting with records as well. Today's high of 72 broke the record of 71. Tomorrow's record 71. Our predicted high is 69. Saturday, the record high is 76. Predicted high is 70. Sunday, predicted high is 70. The record 74. And even Monday, the predicted high is 68 degrees and the record high is 73. All of those are certainly within reach, so we'll just have to wait and see. But we not only could set records for daytime high temperatures, but also for record warm overnight low temperatures that'll be in the lower to middle 50s. So record or near record warmth expected through Monday. No rain expected through the weekend. The next chance of a shower or thunderstorm will be later Monday afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms likely Monday night, and then Tuesday we'll see showers, but it'll turn colder during the day with falling temperatures, and by Tuesday night that rain could mix with snow before coming to an end. Tropical depression Ada right now, maximum sustained winds 35 miles an hour, but the center of circulation getting back out over the waters of the Caribbean, and the forecast from the National Hurricane Center strengthens it into a tropical storm, brings it across the Florida Keys, and then heads it westward into the Gulf of Mexico. This could slow up the progression of weather systems across the country. That's why already we're sneaking in one more mild day in the forecast on Monday, and should Ada move farther west or be a little more strengthening in nature, we could see perhaps the warmer weather continuing into at least early Tuesday. High temperatures today, upper 60s to lower 70s, basically from the Midwest all the way into the Central Plains, and we'll see similar temperatures for tomorrow. Our upper level winds right now from from west to east coming in across much of the northern part of the country. A storm system in the Pacific Northwest will ride this jet stream up to the north. That will keep us high and dry for the time being and give us great weather for the weekend. On Weather Track, there's been a weak cold front and tried to shift the winds earlier and brought temperatures down a bit as we went from 72 at around 2:30 into the lower 50s by 6 o'clock. But now temperatures have kind of bottomed out, and a warm front out to the west of us will cause those temperatures to go right back up as we head into tomorrow. Temperatures right now mainly in the 40s across the state, but notice out to the west, those 50s showing up even at 10 o'clock at night. And we're going to see low temperatures into the lower to middle 50s starting tomorrow night and lasting into early Monday morning. So look for a high of 69 tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, unseasonably mild, near record warmth. Highs around 70 Saturday and Sunday, plenty of sunshine. Breezy Saturday, windy Sunday and Monday, but Monday afternoon there could be a chance for a shower or thunderstorm as a cold front comes through Monday night. And then Tuesday, that high of 50 in the morning, then with falling temperatures, those showers could end up as a mix of rain and snow Tuesday night before ending. After that, dry weather for Veterans Day on Wednesday. We could see some rain or snow showers Thursday night into Friday morning, and then dry weather for next weekend. Temperatures by that time back closer to normal for this time of year.
You see that cold front come through and things change next week, but this has been incredible this week.
When you're 20 degrees above average, you know, dropping 20 degrees just puts you back where you should be.
Yeah, really nice week. Gary, thank you very much. And coming up next in sports, Packers bouncing back in a big way. How Aaron Rodgers and company took it to a banged-up 49ers squad tonight. Zach's in next. He's got sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Keep your holidays in sync with free pickup on all your fresh favorites from Pick and Save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Tackle your biggest projects with help from Menards. Get professional results with Bosch Power Tools. They're built to handle the toughest jobs. This 10-inch worksite table saw is portable and powerful. Perfect for the job site. Don't forget the blade. This 10-inch 40-tooth carbide tip circular saw blade is built for a long life. All Bosch Power Tools and accessories are 11% off now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider.
They do?
Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really. Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get a great deal on Tacoma, RAV4, Camry, and more.
I'll take it.
I'll get this wrapped up for you. I wish I hadn't just unwrapped it.
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2020 Toyota Camry.
Toyotathon is on. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Get more home for the holidays now with the Brothers Maine Black Friday is Today sale. Shop online or safely in store to get up to 38% off and up to $2,000 back on qualifying GE Cafe and GE Profile appliances. Check out our Hotpoint top-load washer and dryer. Buy the pair and pay only $4.49 each. This is your Black Friday store for more, including free delivery. The Black Friday is Today sale. Hurry in today for more selection, more savings, and more home for the holidays from the Brothers Maine. Your local store for more since 1938.
With the Pick and Save app, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales, all for prices that are lower than low. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
was a house of horrors for the Packers last year, and I'm not just talking about the NFC Championship game. The two played twice with the 49ers outscoring the Pack 74-29. On the plus side, this year, basically San Francisco's entire starting offense was out. You know who was playing? Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers, and Devontae Adams, and that's all the Packers needed. 12 hooked up with 17 on their first drive of the game. 36-yard TD pass puts the Pack up 7-0, and they were far from done. Rodgers threw 4 tutties on the night, 2 to MVS. Packers bounce back with a 34-17 win. The first half of the Badgers men's hockey schedule is out, and it's a little different. Wisconsin opens up this year, next Friday at Notre Dame, and then it gets a little weird. Tony Granato's club will start the series on a Thursday, on a Monday, and even a Tuesday this year. In 27 days, they'll play 12 games, including an 11-day stretch where they'll play 6 games at LeBron Ice Arena. There'll be midweek hockey this season in Madison, and the Badgers can't wait for it.
They would play 25 games in 25 days if they could. So I think that's just the bottom line is for them and for our student athletes, for them to have an opportunity to actually play against another school is really, really exciting to finally have a schedule and see that it is definitely different than previous collegiate seasons. But I think it's more exciting for lots of reasons.
The Karl Malone Award is given to the college basketball's best power forward, and at least before the season tips off, Nate Reavers is thought of as one of the guys to take home that honor. The Wisconsin senior is one of 20 listed on the awards watch list, and after averaging 13, 4.5, and 2 last season, Reavers expects big things this year after an off-season of weights and reflection.
You just continue to learn things, and I've gotten a lot stronger in my legs, and I think that's something I need to continue to improve on. So after, a whole season, you kind of get to reflect on that and say, what did I do good? What did I do bad? What can I get better in this off season? And, every year you kind of try to fix those things.
And at least through the end of 2020, fans will not be allowed at Marquette basketball home games, and that means it's going to be a very quiet Pfizer Forum on December 4th for the I-94 rivalry game against Wisconsin, their other non-conference games, and their first 2 Big East games, Seton Hall and Villanova. We're back after this.
The best deals in America are on now at Ashley Home Store's Black November Veterans Day mattress sale. Get amazing holiday deals and doorbusters from top mattress brands. Plus, interest-free financing for up to 6 years. Only at Ashley Home Store. Thanks to those who served.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1. Carefully knead dough. Step 2. Artfully spread sauce. Step 3. Add fresh mozzarella and assemble toppings. Step 4. Realize we already did all that for you. So all you have to do is bake it. Right now, get the cheeseburger pizza with ground beef, burger sauce, onions, and pickles for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
We've been helping families make joy for over 100 years. In America, we're not about to take this year off. So at the Ford Built for the Holiday sales event, get 0% APR financing for 60 months, 90 days payment deferment, and $2,000 trade assist cash on select Ford SUVs and Fusion. That's on top of what your eligible trade is worth. So get the family together, take the scenic route, and make some joy this season. Ford, Built for the Holidays.
So step 1. U.S. Cellular pays you back for your unused data at the end of the month.
Okay, and step 2?
There is no step 2.
So you just pay me back for unused data?
Yes.
Okay, run me through that one more time.
Which part?
Just the whole thing part.
Got it. So step 1.
If you've forgotten what a fair deal sounds like, let us remind you. Switch to U.S. Cellular, the network ranked #1 in network quality by J.D. Power. U.S. Cellular. Upgrade to fair.
We love our new home. There's so much space.
We have a guest room now.
But we have ants.
You're slouching again, Ted.
Expired. Expired. Expired.
Thanks, Aunt Bonnie.
It's a lot of house. I hope you can keep it clean.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Which helps us save a lot of money.
Oh, Teddy, did you get my friend request?
I'll have to check.
Aunt Joni's here.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
If a physical or emotional condition keeps you from working, Social Security should pay disability benefits. Often it doesn't, and deserving people are denied. I'm attorney Don Becker. Don't give up. In Wisconsin, we've turned thousands of disability denials into approvals. Disability law is all we do.
Call the Becker Law Office, 1-800-254-7766.
The best deals in America are at Ashley Home Stores' Black November Veterans Day sale. Save up to 60% off Black Friday deals and doorbusters now. Plus, interest-free financing for 3 years and bonus Black Friday discounts at checkout. Only at Ashley Home Store. Thanks to those who served.
Go to Amazon.com skills to enable Channel 3000 news briefs. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, 3 iconic toys have been inducted into the Toy Hall of Fame today, and the winners are Baby Nancy, the first black doll to have an afro and dark skin. The groundbreaking doll was launched nationwide in 1968. Sidewalk Chalk was also inducted. Great masterpieces have been created on sidewalks all over the world because of those sticks. And last but not least, Jenga. According to the manufacturer, the wooden block game was created in Ghana in the 1970s. And here's a fun fact for you. The record for the highest known Jenga tower is 40 complete stories.
Wow. That was a mess when that one fell.
You know, when I was growing up, it was Lincoln logs, you know, and how high you could build your Lincoln log.
Your erector set, Gary? You had the little ham radio
I had an erector set, too, you know, so.
All those traditional toys.
Tinker toys, they were big.
This has been a great week, by the way, for sidewalk chalk out there. It's not washing off. It's warm. It's been great.
Sure, there'll be a lot of messages around the neighborhood. That's big in our neighborhood. 45, the current temperature in Madison. Temperatures will hold nearly steady overnight. Look for a high tomorrow of 69. Record high for tomorrow is 71, so that's pretty close. We could be close to record Saturday, Sunday, and even Monday. Showers and thunderstorms late Monday, and then cooler with falling temperatures on Tuesday. Temperatures closer to normal for the second half of next week.
All right, Gary, thank you. And thank you very much for joining us tonight for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, be well, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.